After going through this video, you will be able to explain the basic syntax of a PHP code, create a PHP file, explain the importance of PHP as programming language for web development. Just like HTML, PHP files have an extension .php and they are stored inside c/zamp/htdocs. And like most other programming languages, the PHP statements end with a semicolon. Now, let us see the basic syntax to write code in PHP. To do this, we will open our VS Code editor and will write this code. You can find this code below the video. Similar to HTML code, in PHP code we have a start tag and an end tag. All the PHP code is written inside this PHP opening and closing tag. Echo is used to print any text, which in this case is hello world. Then we have a line comment. The line comments are never executed in a program and are used by the developers internally to provide some information or some comment regarding the code they write. Like in this case, this is our first PHP code. So we have added a line comment as this is my first PHP code. To add a line comment, we always have to use double forward slashes followed by the text we want to add. Next, we will save this file as hello.php inside the c/zamp/htdocs/project location folder. Now, let us open this file we just created. To open the file, we will start the XAMPP and Apache service. In our browser address bar, we will enter the default IP address followed by the name of the PHP file like this. Yes, we can see hello world on our PHP web page. We can also check the response by viewing the page source. Here, we can see that the web server has first executed the PHP file and has then sent the output as a response. This is why PHP is a scripting language or a backend language. If you remember, in HTML, the web server directly sends the output to the browser without knowing what the file contains. Now, let us modify our code a bit. Can you guess what will be the output in this case? Pause the video for a moment and think. Well, if you thought that the output would remain unchanged, then ta-da! We can see that the additional lines are added in the output as it is because these lines are not written inside the PHP tags. Anything we write outside the tags is not considered to be part of the PHP code and will be ignored by the PHP interpreter. It will rather become part of the output and will be displayed as such. Let us again check the response by viewing the page source. We can see the web server executed everything that's inside the PHP tag and added everything that's outside to the response. Now, let us further modify our code. This time, let's make the text hello world as a heading. To do this, we will add the h1 HTML tag like this. If we look at the output now, we can see hello world as a heading. And if we look at the response, we can see h1 HTML tag. Can you guess why? This is because here the execution happens in two phases. First, the PHP code is executed by the web server. Now the output of the PHP code along with the HTML code is sent to the browser as a response. In the second phase, the browser renders the response being sent by the web server, which in this case is a HTML snippet. Now, let us come back to our code. If we observe, some of us will say that the HTML code is inside the PHP file but outside the PHP tags. And some of us will say that inside the HTML code, we have our PHP code. So, which of the scenarios is true for this code? Well, the latter is true. We write normal lengthy HTML codes for our web pages and add PHP code snippets inside of it wherever required. This means we can write PHP code inside the HTML code. Also, a PHP file can contain both PHP and HTML code as we have already seen in the hello.php file. But an HTML file cannot contain PHP code. We should always save all our files as .php because even if there is no PHP code, it gives flexibility to the developers to add PHP code in the file in the future. So, let us quickly summarize why PHP is preferred over other programming languages in web development. First, it can be easily embedded into HTML. Second, it is compatible with the Apache web server, which makes it more prominent among the web developer community. Next, PHP is an interpreted language, which means it does not need to be pre-compiled. This makes it very convenient for the web developers to make any change to already deployed code and see its effect immediately. Lastly, PHP has built-in integration with the most popular open source DBMS, MySQL. So that's all in this video. We will continue to learn more exciting things about PHP in upcoming topics. For now, next is a quiz. All the best.